Hey, it's Aaron, and today I want to talk about something that definitely didn't make me laugh this morning. I definitely didn't get a good chuckle out of it. It's not funny, but I am going to talk a little bit about it now. And it has to do with a mayor in Mexico that, well, basically they didn't fulfill their campaign promises. They were a corrupt piece of shit bastard, and they may or may not have gotten kind of what they deserved. But let's get into it. So basically, in the last little while, there was this mayor in Mexico that was promising his people that he was going to fix the road. His name was Mayor Hernandez, I believe it was. And after time after time after time of not actually fixing this road, the people are finally getting fed up with this corrupt bastard-ass politician, and they're thinking to themselves, you know what? We need to do something. We need to make a statement. We need to make ourselves known. This politician needs to basically be an example, and we're not going to allow other bastards to get away with this kind of thing. So what they did, which I don't condone because this is a YouTube channel and I absolutely do not condone violence, what they did was they went to his office, busted apart the office, hauled his ass out of that office, and beat the shit out of him with sticks, and then drug him down the street with their truck. Now, I don't want to say that it was as bad as it sounds. It wasn't as bad as it sounds. It still wasn't good, though. Like I said, don't condone violence. It wasn't good. It wasn't hilarious. It wasn't funny at all. I swear, I didn't burst out laughing. But there wasn't a lot of blood. In fact, I see no blood at all. He was just drugged down the street. He was in his clothes. He was fine. Everything was fine. And after, the state police found him and arrested a bunch of people, and everything turned out good, basically. But it's interesting that that would happen. In Mexico, in this Las Margaritas place, it seems as though they actually don't take too kindly to people fucking them over in the system, which is a stark contrast to how we are in the West. It's interesting because right now, I believe Betsy DeVos is being scolded by a judge saying, you know, that we don't take too kindly to you doing all of this fuckery with the student loans and that sort of thing that you've been doing recently. So we could put you in jail, you know, Betsy. But of course they never do. And then you have Trump sanctioning or allowing the bombing of yet another country so he can make a bunch of money off of one of his hotels or whatever the fuck it is. I believe it was in Syria this time. It's hard to keep track of all of the different wars that we're all starting and that we're all getting into because of all of this. And then, of course, there's at the end of all of this, there is George W. Bush, who everybody is talking about in the news right now because he was seen at a football game with Ellen DeGeneres. And everybody's saying, oh, Ellen DeGeneres, oh, George W. Bush, oh, like, why don't we do anything to put that war criminal fuck in jail? And why is it that some gay liberal is hanging out with them? By the way, they're hanging out with them because all of the elites hang out together. They have more in common with themselves than they ever will with you, and you should know that by now. But it's interesting that all of these corrupt, bastard-assed politicians and satanic businessmen are going around doing all of these horrendous, heinous things and getting away with it all across the West. But it's nice to know that at least somewhere in the world right now, one of those bastard-ass politicians didn't actually get away with it. Not saying that it was a good thing, not saying that it was hilarious at all, but it is interesting. At least that's the way I look at it. If you do get a chance, please check out my Patreon. Every dollar does help fund this show. And oh, by the way, nothing against the Satanic Church. They're fine. I don't know why I said that they were satanic. In fact, the politicians are just corrupt pieces of shit. The Satanists are fine. Thanks for watching.